Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's another edition of A Thousand Jumpers. I know we've been MIA, life's been life, but we here. My name is Drew Dapper J. My co-host is Rob Bobby G. And this is the last November edition of A Thousand Jumpers. What's going on, man?
Man, you know me chilling. I'm cooling, bro.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I don't celebrate that white man holiday.
Well, all right. You just had a quiet dinner, or did you cook, or did you cook?
Unlike another person on this podcast, I can actually cook very well. So
I
just cook
never
food
said
anyway.
that
You never said
you
what?
couldn't cook, and I can cook.
Very well.
Okay.
Can you cook very well?
I think I'm all right.
You're a liar.
We're not having a contest on who's the better cook. I think you would be a better cook than me. I'm not saying, ooh, I'm better than you. No, I never said it.
But yeah, I just had some food. I had some curry chicken, rice, some greens, cabbage, chili,
All right.
cornbread,
That's cool.
stuffing, sweet potato pie.
Swag.
Y'all will say, bro, you can't just
You
eat
made the
any
pie?
sweet potato pie. I ain't doing all that.
Oh, I said you can make sweet potato pie.
I can make a sweet potato pie from scratch. Don't give me like if a woman wanted me to make a sweet potato pie for them, I could. But I ain't doing all that shit for just me. You crazy. Nah, I got a patty pie.
I'm about to say, yeah. Did you get a patty pie?
Yeah.
Did you get the Cardi B whipped cream? No.
I don't need no alcoholic whipped cream, bro. Like, what is we on?
I feel you. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if that's your vibe.
It's like the meals that they be having. They're like, yo, this is a totally infused fish plate or something. I'd be like, nigga, I smoke every day. And I don't need to be eating fish and chips with weed in them. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
yo, remember? What did we do? What was that? Easter 2015 when James had the mashed potatoes. Yeah, that was a good time. I mean, if done right, it could be something.
No, bro, stop it. You guys need to just do crack.
That escalated super quickly.
Y'all be having 12 sides and a main dish full of weed. I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, if I eat one edible, I might start tripping out. Like, hey, man, we getting a little too high. Like, y'all gotta chill out.
But that's cool that you had a good meal. Me, I was with Taylor family. So we had they had turkey. Then they had turkey wings.
Did you make anything?
No, I did not make anything for Thanksgiving. The chicken was made for me because I guess they were impressed at how I was able to clean chicken. Me, after I eat chicken, like you supposed to eat chicken, clean it off the bone. They're like, oh, you eat like you from the South. I'm like, no, y'all just be eating too much.
Rella eater.
Y'all be eating too much chicken meat on the bone. Like, I'm ignoring what you said. So the chicken was made for me or whatever. They had collard greens, green beans. They had cranberry sauce. They had stuffing. They had bread. They had cornbread and dinner rolls.
That's a lot of starch. A lot of carbs.
I mentioned they had collard greens and green beans. I had that too.
I didn't say they didn't have vegetables, nigga. Why you get so defensive?
And then I was watching the game. And then once we left, that's when our game went spooky. And I'm glad I left when I did. So before we get to all the football, I just want to say that they got like a 97% chance to make the playoffs and prosper. I don't know where Rob is on that.
Like a 10%, but I like them odds because it ain't zero.
You're right. Steph and I game gonna go to the wire. Let's see.
Like my only problem is that
You have a 15% chance to make the playoffs.
my only
Dang,
problem is
Ray got a 1% chance. I really lost this dude, bro. He's so trash.
My only problem is that y'all switched the tiebreaker from head-to-head matchups to total points, and my team wins, but we don't score 150 a week, bitch niggas.
Steph and Ellie Ellie has the most points. I think I've given the least amount of points scored against me. So yeah, it should be good, man. It was crazy. I was like, I don't need CD to score. He getting strapped. And then he scored. I was like, of course CD scored. Screw CD.
Look, bro, I was looking at the game and I was like, and that nigga Garrett Wilson had 2 catches for like 10 yards. I was like, yep, fuck me, bro. I'm done. That bitch ass nigga got a touchdown. I was like, woo! You nigga had 7 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown.
Nah. No, it was funny when we turned on the game because the Dolphins Jets game is Friday. I was at my foot spot. And I see Tyreek on the bench. And I was like, did he get hurt? I was like, no, bro. And then he came back in. I was like, I think Tyreek scored. I can leave. Oh, he scored. All right, I can go home. I'm good. He did his job. He go get the rest of the catches. I'm cool. Y'all really let me get Tyreek Hill, bro. Shout out to the league. Shout out to Jared. Shout out to the computer algorithm. Bless. And shout out to Dwayne because Dwayne had the number 1 pick and he drafted Justin Jefferson. I drafted Tyreek Hill. So it was either gonna be one of them two. So yeah. I hope you're in the playoffs because I definitely, if we could play 3 times in a year, that would be incredible.
Pencil it in, nigga. No
I
weapon.
mean, I still need these Charles Woodson bottles, man. They're still waiting.
They coming.
Is it coming by Christmas? Your birthday? Like when?
Nah, not that far. I was supposed to get it I was supposed to get it like this week, but I ain't gonna tell you the purchase I made. But it's
you
Black
Friday.
Friday.
One of the people.
It's Black Friday, so like I couldn't get that deal any other time.
I mean, hey, we play each other. Is it next week?
Yeah.
Are we putting something on that, or are we chilling?
Did we? I don't know.
I said, are we?
Oh. Will we play each other next week?
I'm saying, is it next week or is it
after next?
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, bro.
Let me see. Yeah, I play Ray next week. Yeah, if I can win this week and then I play Ray and beat him, and then it's basically lose the Ray, I'm into the playoffs.
If you lose the Ray, I'm definitely flaming you.
Like you?
Yeah. I'm finally glad I won the money last week. Yeah, let's talk about the recap. So we don't need to talk about our game, but the game that made me, or the game I had most interest on was Super Bowl rematch, Chiefs Eagles. And it was funny. I was like, yo, I started Howe instead of Trevor Lawrence. So I'm like, I need Swift to go crazy and AJ Brown, my man, to not do anything. So when like Swift scored, my boy texted me like, yo, they was holding on that play. I was like, do you think I care? Nope. And then I'm like, oh, AJ's getting strapped. Oh, let's go. I'm like, all right, now I need the Chiefs to win. Bro, I really can't. I can't believe Valdez dropped that go-ahead game-winning touchdown, bro. I haven't seen the Chiefs fail Mahomes like that.
Lower level, bro.
Bruh. Aguilar never did it with the game on the line. I feel I could be wrong. Some Eagle fan can check.
That's like remember when like T.O. had that like 3-4 year stretch where he was just mossing niggas, but every time he was wide open, he just drop a pass.
He drop, and you'd be like, "Thank you, God." I think he would make Cowboys. The most difficult catch.
This nigga wide open. I was like, "What the fuck wrong with this?"
But again, when T.O. he would drop the easy one, but the joint with his three people triple coverage, he come down. You'd be like,
nigga,
yo, how
hit
you
him
do
helmet
that?
to helmet, and he hold on to the ball. That was like.
But the difference is when T.O. would drop those passes, they were not for the win. I was looking, Rob. I haven't felt that blown.
Imagine your team not score the whole half, and then you got a chance to just win the game anyway.
Dog, did you see Ice? He officially Ice on Twitter, JP Joe Budden podcast. He lost by 0.3 because Mahomes didn't complete that pass. Someone would have got the fade, bro. Someone would have got, bro. I would have been so furious. I'm like, I know, nah, bro. Mahomes ain't been let down like that since the Super Bowl against the Bucks. Where you were like, oh, Bray. I'm like, fam, his receivers failed him. He's hitting them on the hands, drop, and his O-line.
He threw like 80 yards.
Fam, did you see the drops? Bro, he's hitting them. Think about wait. 4th and 25, right? On the Eagle game. We're just talking the Eagle game. Game on the line. He throws it to Justin Watson, who was 26 yards. Drop. He hit his hand. It hit his hands,
Lamar,
bro.
Y'all blame Lamar, so I'm not hearing you.
No, I am not Stephen A. Shannon and all the other pundits. I do not blame Lamar. I blame the receivers. I'm like, Odell, you my man, bro. No, I'm not doing that. Only one I blame because I'm a hater.
Like 2 drugs walked in.
The only one I blame where I'm a hater is Justin Herbert. Like Quentin Johnson dropping that, I was like, hey, bro, hey. Yo, they really are messed up. They was like, your mom need to go back to work. I don't know if you know the backstory of that.
Yeah. Y'all disrespectful.
People are messed up, though. I was like, hey. But yeah, man, Mahomes, they failed him, bro. So, any other things you want to talk about? Any other games?
I mean, shout out to Lamar being the GOAT. He gonna win the MVP this year.
Yeah, if the Super Bowl or if the AFC, the road goes through Baltimore again, I'm with that. Chiefs, Ravens. I honestly think my hot take, guys, AFC Championship. I think I said it earlier. Ravens, Dolphins, AFC Championship game. I think the Dolphins beat the Chiefs in the divisional round. That is my prediction. I think the Ravens, had Burrow been healthy, that's the tough game. But I think it all comes down to Dolphins, Ravens. I think the Dolphins win in the regular season because I think they play each other like a couple weeks. I think the Ravens win in the postseason. That is my hot take.
I'm saying it's Ravens Chiefs if the Ravens don't beat the Chiefs first.
No, I think they're not going to play in the divisional round. I think they'll be the 1 and 2 in the AFC. I said could be wrong.
1 and 2, then
yeah,
they're in the championship round because ain't nobody beating the Chiefs but the Ravens.
Okay.
Then Lamar gonna win his first Super Bowl.
Can you see? I was speaking with Van, shout out to Van, friend of the show, a Eagles Ravens Super Bowl, and Van was like, I want that. I'm like, you know how chaotic that's gonna be? A dummies versus the Jones. No, bro. The amount of violence that's gonna take place.
That would be a great Super Bowl.
It would. And Jalen, my guy, but nah, bro. I'm riding with Lamar. Like, that's just what it is.
You over here.
Who is? All right, bro. You got it.
Go somewhere else with that shit, nigga.
I don't think the Eagles make it, but that's just me. And I'm not just saying that as like I'm a hater. I think the Niners beat them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Niners are the favorites to me.
Eagles is sweet. Dallas is sweet.
No, contrary. I think Dallas is sweet. I think the Eagles are a really good team. I just think the Niners are so stacked as a team that you literally need Brock Purdy to have a shitty game. Like your hope, I'm saying you don't have to be great. He has to be ass though for them to lose. Like,
No. And I agree with that. Or you injure him again. Hey, if you can't beat him, injure him. That stuff
they
is
got Sam Darnold.
it's football. But I say with Philly, like last year, the way Philly was playing, I'm like, bro, I remember telling people, I'm like, nah, Philly, barring injury, they going all the way. This year, they got new coordinators, offensively and defensively. And I feel like this year they're feeding it to AJ Moore. And don't get me wrong, he that dude. But they got enough weapons. Like they don't give Swift the ball, and it's been making me angry. I'm like, why is Gainwell getting the ball, bro? He not Swift. Devontae on the other side. Devontae, like their offense isn't clicking. Jalen's throwing more interceptions. I just feel like they're not as smooth as they were last year. But because the NFC is weak, they're not really getting tested for real, or they keep skating by. So when they blow up in their face, that's it. And this is the last year in that window because Kelsey retiring.
Weak. I just think that
bro.
The Eagles are a really good team.
It's a 2-team race in the
I was gonna say it's like when the Colts and the Patriots was running the AFC.
Yeah, it's just like it's just them and everybody else for playing.
Team. Them niggas just would lose. Like
but they weren't, or they were weak, and their defense were weak.
But we didn't have we didn't see the Ravens have stacked defenses, and Peyton dropped 38 on them niggas.
Yeah, because he was that guy for them.
Losing to Brady, or like I see them niggas lose to the Chargers before, like like
for sure.
I'm just saying, it's like I just think the 49ers are they got Chase Young now, bro.
We really gave them Chase, and now Chase gets virtually blocked 1-on-1 for the rest of his like San Fran career, bro. It's really like, dog, we really did that. And we got a comp third.
But you going against a racist and Chase Young, bro. And then Fred Warner is wrong in the middle, bro.
Fred Warner the best linebacker in football right now, bro. It's not even close. Also, I want to make a PSA. I swear on everything I love. If Darius Shaq Leonard goes to either the Eagles or the Cowboys, someone is running the fade. We got to stop letting people do this. I saw that. And it was one of them at first. I'm thinking like, yo, maybe this is like a fan edit and I missed out. I'm like, wait, they cut him, bro? Nah, bro. Nah, man. Something not right. Hold on. Like, now that Daniel Snyder is gone, can we all admit Jim Irsay is the worst owner in the NFL? Can we say that now? Can we say that? Someone, anybody, like, let me know if I'm wrong.
Somebody should have been shot at him.
Darrell Leaper did not say that. It's the evil world we live in, dog. I don't really have nothing else to say.
Because he a white millionaire.
Bro. Spooky, dog.
What?
Yeah, we just gotta fall back, man. I got nothing. I just shrug my shoulders and be like, I don't know. But anyway, I hope your fantasy team wins. I hope my fantasy team wins. Hope everybody is healthy. And our team's lost, so we don't need to say nothing. Let's go to the NBA.
Hey, fuck it, man. Continue.
The NBA, before Rob talks about his Lakers, I just want to say the Wizards suck. The tanking is happening. It's great. Thank you for my TED Talk. That's really it. That's all I gotta say.
Fucking suck, and I told you I was fucking sucked. So shut up.
Yeah.
You said 35.
We're trash.
I said you weren't. So what do you think now? Exactly.
Now?
Exactly. Shut up. I said that, and you told me I was a liar. Admit you were wrong.
I was wrong.
Thank you.
Jarrell Melvin Leaper was wrong. Happy?
Now back to regular schedule program. All you dick
shout out to KD,
that don't want to talk about. Shut the fuck up. You know, shout out to
Katie
that
is
bitch,
cooking. It's
nigga.
beautiful to
He
see.
ain't shit, nigga.
He's still
Y'all
one of
would
the
have been
best
talking
players.
shit about my team if we wasn't winning, but we literally undefeated in the tournament play. So shut up, bitch niggas.
I just want to say, can Anthony Davis play like this every night? Is that too hard to ask?
You don't need to ask anything. You root for the fucking Wizards. So shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Your team is
Okay.
ass. Don't worry about what
Okay.
championship contenders are doing.
As a fan of basketball, can Anthony Davis play
Shut
better?
up.
in a
Shut
daily
the
basis?
fuck up. I hate all you niggas. As a fan of basketball, I'm a fan of y'all getting shot in the foot. Pinky toes out. Bow.
What are
Fuck
you,
all y'all phantoms
Della
of
Reese?
basketball. Yes. Shout out to Harlem Knights. Yeah, fuck y'all. Y'all wouldn't be saying shit if we was losing all these tournament games. But since we undefeated, y'all ain't got shit to say. Nothing. And if we a top 3 seed in the West, then LeBron MVP. Fuck out of here.
Then LeBron is the MVP if you're top 3 in the West. Okay. I'm actually not mad at that. See, I can admit, like, hey, that's if LeBron's top 3 in the West.
Then we win the title and LeBron becomes the GOAT.
That would be his 5th ring?
He's one title away from being the GOAT.
How do you, well, you probably agree, but how do you feel about what Kevin Garnett said the other day on the Stephen A. Smith podcast, where Kevin Garnett is a big fan. He's embracing the fandom, and he's giving LeBron his flowers, something he definitely wasn't doing while playing. How do you feel about that?
Is he a real nigga? Shout out to Kevin Garnett, my second favorite player of all time.
He was number 2. I know Shaq's number 1.
Yeah, he's number 2.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, T-Mac like 3. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's a tie between Vince Carter and Allen Iverson.
Okay.
My list ain't changed. I like certain people.
Okay.
He used to be an Allen Houston fan. Then he disowned him.
I was an Allen Houston fan.
Then he was a Mike Doliak fan. Then he act like he ain't never like him.
I didn't.
Well, definitely
Vince
had
Carter
a Sean
and Kobe.
Bradley jersey.
I have a Sean Bradley jersey.
So these are the people that he was on. He told me that Tom Thomas was the center of the future.
I never said that in life.
I'm lying now? Okay.
Yes. What was that tweet you put on? What's that lie you put on my name the other day? And I was just like, fam, I ain't never say. I'm gonna find that tweet because
I said what I say? I think I said Rel said that I said Rel said that Party was God's gift to female rap.
Bruh. It's like, what did I say? This is why I don't indulge in your tweets anymore. If I know it's flagrant, I just DM it to you and be like, what are you talking about? If I respond,
scary,
people
bro.
see it. No, I'm not scary.
He used to be
your tweets get motion if I acknowledge it. If I don't acknowledge it, no one says anything.
That's the game to play.
Why would I acknowledge
yourself in the court of public opinion like everybody else?
No, I don't.
He just fucking up the game, guys.
So again, salute LeBron. Like LeBron's been playing amazing. I think for him to be able to do this in year 21 is a true testament to his greatness. It is a shame to. Katie's been balling, but he's not in year 21. Neither is Steph. They've been balling. It is a shame to me that LeBron is significantly playing way better than Anthony Davis is. That is a problem. I need AD to play consistent like he did yesterday.
He's not playing significantly better than Anthony Davis.
He is playing significantly better.
More consistently better than Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis just had 32 and 12 last night. And LeBron
and then he's going to have 12 and 4 for the next 3 games.
Yeah, because LeBron's consistent, but Anthony Davis, he getting like 23 and 12 this year.
No, he's getting 12 and 3, bro. Like, what are we doing? He has games in the second half. He's not getting a rebound. Like, what are we
I'm
doing?
gonna read you Anthony Davis stats this year.
Okay.
All right.
The first game was really bad, but you know, if you want to start with game 2, that's
Anthony Davis
fine.
is averaging 22, 12, 3 assists, 2.9 blocks, and a steal.
That's
He's
fire.
doing very well, guys. He's better than your favorite player.
Kevin Durant's probably my favorite player right now, so no. But
Now he your
sure.
favorite player.
Kevin Durant's always been one of my favorite players.
Bro, you just told me Jordan Poole was your favorite player. Bro, I'm tired.
I never see now you're lying. That's what I'm saying. You're putting lies on my name, but no. But I'm saying he's not playing consistent, and that's a problem for LeBron to be watching you in the terms of
your team
like
has
LeBron
to have at least your team has to have at least 7 wins for you to tell me what a problem is.
Okay, I'm sorry. We can split subjects then, but no. So
shitty ass Wizards, man. I'm tired of you.
Salute Kevin Durant because he's been balling. Salute Steph Curry's been balling. That brings me to my next point. I am a big Kevin Durant fan. You know that. I think KD got robbed of a 3-peat because of the injury. But
he robbed himself because he's trying to cheat his way into a 3-peat.
All right, we're not
basketball
doing that.
guys don't accept that.
But for Rashad McCants to say KD was going to be on Bron level all the time, I just want to say, hold on. ISO on me. All right. Guys, I have known Robert George since 2008. He is one of my closest friends in life. He really is. He's the reason why I know, like, I give Rob a lot of credit, and he deserves the credit. Rob has insulted me about a lot of things I can't say on air. But him comparing me to Rashad McCants, just maybe. No, not maybe. It is the worst. It is worse than any Sheldon Williams. If you know, you know, and don't ask because it's gonna make you mad. It is the worst insult he has ever said, and it continues to get worse. And Rob needs to be checked. He really can't get away with this. And every time Rashad McCants say something stupid, I just get angrier. Like how Rob was getting angry at people saying songs that I used to like were trash. All right, that's it. You made me mad.
Guys, okay. In my defense,
there is no defense. You're wrong.
I was literally only comparing him to the Patrick Beverly clip.
And that was wrong too, because you thought I didn't see it. You thought I was gonna be like, "Ooh, what does that mean?" No, I knew what it was.
Turns out that this man might be the most flagrant man this side of Antonio Brown. Every time I hear this man say his opinion, it gets worse.
Might be the first NBA player with CTE.
I was just trying to shoot him some bail. Yo, no, because every time, you know how like certain people talk?
And yes, and they're wrong.
You be like
you.
All right, fuck you.
It's really smoke for you. Said it. I gotta find someone that's evil and heinous to compare you to. It's gonna get worse.
Like some people be talking shit. Like take like Skip Bayless. He be talking shit, right? But sometimes Skip be right. And sometimes you gotta sit down, you be like, all right, that was 1 out of 10 points that was right. Congrats.
There ain't no
every time Rashad McCants opens his mouth, I go, he did tell the truth about UNC.
What about UNC?
Remember that nigga was the first thing saying, yo, bro, we wasn't taking no classes.
Oh, yeah. No, because at first, so the first thing he said that was bad was the whole him versus Patrick Beverly, that he ain't tried too hard, and Rashad saying he got blackballed from the NBA. That was one thing. That was already wild. Then the second thing was like, yo, if I'm on any team, I'm not getting blown out by 100 points. And it like
his team that played in fucking, what did he say?
What was that? Turkey or something,
Some
somewhere
wild ass Middle
overseas,
Eastern place could
would
beat
not
the
get blown
Nuggets.
out.
He said this like he was an NBA player playing a college team. Like, hey, as long as I'm on the team, we got a chance to beat any college team. It's like, yo, that's a true fact. Like against any college team, especially like in his playing time, Rashard McCants could have probably dropped just 40 on niggas and beat the best college team if he had a regular like overseas team. Not an NBA team.
Let alone the reigning defending
It's a
Denver
literal
Nuggets.
reason why you're playing overseas and not in the NBA. If you were good enough to single-handedly will a team to have a competitive match against the NBA champion and them have no NBA players on their roster but you'd be in the NBA. Like,
Moral of the story: Rob publicly never compare me to him ever again in life. Thank you for my.
look, I didn't know he was this wild, man. Damn.
That's your fault. You should have said it. Like that's on you. The get back, it's coming. I don't know when. So you gotta reap what you sow on that, because it just keeps getting worse. Anyway, let's go to music so Rob can have a diatribe. All right, Drake dropped after all the criticism of For All the Dogs, criticism led by Joe Budden, Low Key, several other people. Drake was like, you know what? I'm not quitting. I'm quitting again because I'm going to go back in and rap. Gave us Scary Hours 3, a 6-pack of raps to show us that, hey, I can still do this at a very elite level. This Scary Hours is by far the best Scary Hours. And if he would have added an additional 6 songs and made that the album, it would be the best album since Nothing Was the Same in his catalog, in my opinion. That's all I got. And
Man,
you muted yourself.
I did not know that he
All right,
had these type of knee pads in his disposal. He didn't tell me he was bringing those to the podcast, guys. I'm taking
one. I just want to say, no. Before Rob goes, I want to say I saw Rob tweeting about the album 6 a.m, right? I saw the tweets. So I was like, cool, I'm a tweet because I know Rob be like, hey, he be on the knee pads early. So I bring it in the chat. Dang, bro, you be slurping crazy. I'm like, man, I see you tweet and you said it was really good. I'm like, you know what? All right, bro. Like that's a regular level insult that I expect from Rob, which is why the Rashard McCants one hurts. Because I'm like, I know Rob values me in his life more than this. Like that's why it just gets worse, bro. You literally did this to yourself. Like, we're gonna talk about this for years. It's all your fault. You didn't have to say it. The Sheldon Williams stuff is bad, but you know why it's bad. It just gets worse and worse and worse. It's your fault.
Look, man.
Okay, now you can go. That's all I got.
I apologize already.
Apology is kind of accepted. We need time.
He said we need time. Yo, damn, man.
Trash, bro.
But all right, look. All right, your man's is buns, bro.
I'm just more mad that he could have did this the whole time. He could have just been like, hey, here's 12 to 15 songs of fire. But, you know,
this is why
he's Drake. It still would have went number one. This
is why I tell you. This is why you hold a person to a certain standard, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you show that you can make a certain level of music. I was telling my brother this the other day, right? When it comes to art, sometimes you have to no, you can make it a split because I want to see your reaction to this too. But
okay.
Sometimes when it comes to art, sometimes you have to listen to the artist. and what their goals are of the art. My example was, say if we went and saw a painting, right? And
Penny
it's just
Hardaway.
saw a painting.
Oh, I
Right?
thought you said saw a penny. My bad.
Saw a
That's on me.
painting.
That's on me.
And it's just a bunch of like blotches and a bunch of like different colors, like, right? And I go, this painter is ass. This is the worst painting I've ever seen. This is like, he's a shitty ass painter, right? Because there's no discernible shapes here. There's no symmetry. Like, I can't get a real feeling of what the fuck this is supposed to be. This is ass. And then you talk to the painter, and he says, my goal was to fit as many colors into onto this canvas without them overlapping each other. I don't have value of that. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But if he tells you that's his goal, you have to view that painting through that lens. It's no different if an archer had a target in the woods, right? Shot 15 arrows and hit 15 tree limbs, right? Didn't hit the target at all. And you said, you're the worst archer I've ever seen in my life. You didn't hit the target one time. And then he literally tells you, I was aiming for the tree limbs. It don't make no sense to you, but you can no longer call him the worst archer ever. Like, he set out to do what he did. If Drake just said that he was just going to make songs that were catchy, if Drake said that only thing he's here to do is sell records, we have no choice to be like, he's the GOAT. He told you what he was here to do. And for the most part, he's done that every year. Every time he's dropped, he's sold records. He's had a catchy song. Hotline Bling was #1, 22 million weeks. It's the fact that he is
never hit #1 actually. But
what God's plan did.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was #2.
I don't care.
God's plan did hit #1.
It's a diamond.
I'm telling you, I'm a fan.
I don't care. I'm just using a name. I'm just saying. He's had a bunch of records that hit #1. He sold a bunch of singles consistently throughout the years on every project. It's the fact that he says, I'm the best rapper. The fact that he puts his hat in the lyricist ring. It's the fact that he say that he takes pride in making great music. And that's the reason why shit like this is like.
And I think with Drake, it's Drake looks at like the big three, right? So back, you look at Drake's career, he was inspired by the, Ye's, Jay-Z's, whatever, and he was making better albums. You could argue his best albums are early albums, like Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this good album before Scary Hours 3, the most rapping majority on a project he had ever put out for sale, right? He didn't get views. Then after views, things get murky because his inspirations change. He was fueled by beef between Kanye and Push, and that's where More Life kind of goes weird. Then it gets weird with Scorpion. Then 2019, he doesn't really drop. He drops Care Package. Dark Lane Demos was him like, hey, if he kind of finished these raps, it's some of the best rapping he's done. And I just feel like Drake was chasing #1 records. That was he declared a new goal for himself. Never publicly said it, but he's chasing like the Beatles with the most Hot 100 entries, the most #1 songs. Like, these were things he said, and for all the dogs, a lot of that stuff you cut out. Like, I remember texting you, I'm like, yo, this video might be the worst Drake album. And I thought that because there's a lot of songs on there that just wasn't needed, or if they're bad and you give them away, cool. Like, that Bad Bunny record should never be on a Drake album. If it's a Bad Bunny Lucy, have a blast, bro. Cool story. The Yeet record should never be on a Drake album. If it's on Yeet's album, cool. That 21 song, awful. But there's a lot of Daylight off. Like some of them records were bad, bro.
I think,
and if it wasn't for the, I think for the first time in his rapping career, the R&B saved the album. It's never like, even though there were bad raps on Views also had some good raps. Views is a song, one of his better songs. Western Road Flows, a really great song. Like Grammys is bad, Hype is bad, Pop Style is awful. But he did have good raps. Wasn't great raps, he did have good raps. And it's like, yo, the singing on this album is kind of what saved the album. Album's all over the place. And then we got this one was concentrated. Hey, I'm gonna rap. You can still be toxic, just rap, bro. Like the shoe fits, bro. It's a great rap. There's no bad songs.
I would just say,
I'm not saying these are all
this
elite,
nigga literally
but I'm just saying
started
like he
snitching
rap
on his brother in the beginning of a record, bro. This nigga's like, yo, my brother's a pistol toter. He a gun shooter. He a bomb. I was like, yo, my man, what are you doing?
But
his brother, his video,
but
like,
it was rap. It was concentrated. Nah, but it was just it was good music. Like Evil Ways, bro. I was, man, that's the record, and they are even on that song, by the way, because he got smoked on First Person Shooter. Evil Ways, they tied.
He got
to
smoked.
Me.
No, he got smoked, and on Evil Ways,
he did not get smoked on Evil Ways.
And he got smoked on the first joint, and then on Evil Ways, that was
First Person Shooter
seance with his spirit.
Evil Ways is a tie. It's 2-1-1. That is Drake has 2, Cole has 1. They have 1 tie. That is
I'm
it.
I'll tell you like this. It's like Pacquiao and Marquez. It's like, yo, technically Pacquiao beat him twice, tied once, but all we remember is you being asleep in that ring.
Yo, why he let Cole put his foot in his
ass like that?
If you want to say that, cool. But who has the winning record? It's still Drake.
I don't think. Look, you're a liar. But look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think the problem with Drake was that he never committed to. It took him too long to commit to a path. When he started, he had that I want to be the best rapper thing. Then he started making hits, and it was like, I want to make a lot of hits. But in his mind, he still wanted to make great albums. So you still got Take Care, and you still got Nothing Was the Same. Like, I think even when you think of him and Meek, that beef, he's still in that I want to be the best rapper lane. Because he's like, yo, I just want to beef. We just making great music. Now I'm good. I think when it got to Kanye, and obviously the Pusha shit damaged him. So I think that took him out of like, I want to be the best rapper mode. But I also think when it came to Kanye, I think it's hard to beat your idol. Especially when they don't beat themselves. In the sense of like, it's hard for like it would have been hard for Jay-Z to like outshine Big Daddy Kane if rap hadn't literally left Big Daddy Kane behind, as far as like relevancy.
For sure.
It's like,
I see where you're going.
It's like it would have been hard for him to outshine Big if Big didn't die. You know, if Rakim was still fire and still relevant, it would have been hard for Nas to be Nas. It'd be like, oh, he fired, but we still got Rakim. Like, when Drake was in his bag, like, and he was going for the Kanye shit, he's like, yo, it's really hard to beat Kanye when he's got so many classic albums. Kanye got he sold so many records. Like, in every era since he's been here, he's made a huge impact. So when it came to, I just want to be a bigger artist than him. Like, I want to eclipse him in artistry. Like, I want to eclipse him in name. I want to be Drake. Like, and he no longer going to be the top villain. Then he started doing all that other shit. And he's like, yo, I got to stack these numbers up.
And I honestly think if Drake And I was talking with Van about this. Since '09, Drake hasn't put out a project in 3 years. It was 2012, it was 2014, and 2019. Like, Care Package is a project, but it's the SoundCloud stuff. Ain't nothing that we didn't hear for the first time. Drake needed a break. So when he was like taking a break, I was like, yes, just go Ghost. Do your thing, spend months, spend a year in Turks and Caicos, do whatever you want to do, bro. Then it's like he rap. I'm like, fan, unless he sound inspired, I don't want it. And he sound inspired. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. But now go away. Just
I
fall
don't
back.
think Drake needs to take a break. We got a Jay-Z album every year from 96 to 2003.
For sure.
We got Best of Both Worlds. We got countless Jay-Z features on Rockefeller songs, other songs.
I mean, if he wants to do a feature, cool,
I don't think
but,
Drake
like,
needs to
you
take
don't
a
need
break.
to put out.
I don't think the problem is a break. Like, I think the problem is his goals. Like, if Drake was still fixated on making great projects, he would give great projects.
Yeah, we wouldn't have it. For
And
sure.
I don't think it's I don't think it's a break. It's not like he don't have material to speak about. We've documented his career for the better part of almost 2 decades now. Like, it's not the fact that he don't have shit that he can talk about to us that's relevant to us. He just don't want to. Like, he don't feel the need to go into that closet. So I don't think it's a break. Like, I think he takes time off. I think time off would hurt him. Because if he just let music,
you've said that before.
Yeah, if he just let music keep going, he would have to then get back in and catch that wave again. And maybe we don't care about Drake if he gone for 2 years. Especially if he don't want to be great. Like, there's a reason we still listen to Jay. Because Jay be trying to be great. And he got shit to say. And, like, we're getting more life. Look at this last shit. I'm saying. But shout out to Scary Hours 3. It was pretty good. It was not amazing. He still hasn't matched J. Cole with his level of rapping he has been on for the last 2 years or so. But it was cool.
It was really good. Speaking, you said something that Drake has something to say to someone who hadn't said anything. Andre 3000's latest album, his first solo offering in a really long time. New Blue Sun, which is a instrumental, musical, you could say jazz, whatever you want to put it, album. For me, I think, because I've been starting to listen to more instrumental albums lately, it's really good. Very peaceful, great reading music, great chill music. If I want to like clean, fold clothes or whatever, this will be playing. I think this is a good body of work. I like just peaceful music. Makes you feel just, still. I enjoyed it. Don't really have a favorite record. It's just something to play. So to Andre, if he decides to go and perform this, I would consider paying for it. I think that'd be cool. Be a cool experience. That's just me. I could do that.
Shit is ass. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Artistic ass. I
mean, if Andre, think about it, Andre said, "Hey, I got nothing to really rap about." I think Andre is. You said something about Wayne that I think applies to Andre, where Wayne, he's rapped so much, he's rapped for so long about so much, he really don't have a lot of new stuff to say unless you dress it up for him. So, like, for a feature, I think Andre would do great. For an album,
the difference.
I don't want Andre to force rap. No, I know what the difference is. Wayne is put out a lot of solo music, and Andre hasn't. That's the
No,
difference.
no, I'm saying the difference as far as their artistry. Wayne, again, what I always say, Wayne continues to try to, stretch the boundaries of lyricism. Like he's a nigga who just wants to like see how far he can go with whatever he doing. Andre
Yeah.
3000 don't have that same. He don't. You hear him talk. He like. I don't know why people. And this is the funny thing. And this is why, and I respect him for saying that. Because people used to say that. Because people say this about like battle rap or something. Like if a nigga won't battle for like a year and a half, and they be like, "Oh, this nigga sitting on raps for niggas," and it's like, no, bro. Like I just don't give a fuck. Like Andre 3000, like I don't know why people think I got an album or something chilling. Nigga, I don't want to rap.
He was like, people still send me beats, but
Like,
like I think what I have isn't good. So why would I put that out?
and it's like, and that's the thing. Throughout the years, people have leaked everything. People have gotten hard drives and all that. We've never ever had some widespread leak of some Andre 3000 verses or records, which shows you he ain't going out there searching and working with producers and just not putting out music. He literally just like, I ain't got shit to say. Rick Ross got a verse. Oh, because I felt at this time, the conversation around my name, I needed to speak. And this is what I gave. The same thing with the
Yeah, you
sorry
gotta
joint.
catch him in. You got to
He's
catch
like,
him in
yo, this
pockets
is
because
literally T.I.
Even the Killer Mike record that just
I was
dropped this
saying,
year, he's
Killer Mike
like,
is
yo, I
literally
bought him by the
his little
studio.
man.
Yeah, he bought him by the studio. Was like, hey, I got something. And Killer Mike was like, yo, if he would have had the guitar, we would have found a way to use it. He just happened to have a song like with verse on it. It's like, all right, cool. I'm a rap. You got that, I got it too. If he don't come with inspiration, and if he don't have it, just don't happen. So if he want to give us instruments, I'm cool, bro. Like whatever you
I'll say
down
this.
to.
I'm not listening to that shit because I don't want to hear no flutes and all that bullshit. But I don't got no problem with him making that. First of all, he a grown ass man. Like if some random kid wanted to make a fucking instrumental album, you think I'm gonna be hating on him? Like you can't do that. The fuck do I gotta care about somebody else's art? But mostly on like, but especially on the level of like what he's given to the game. I always give him shit for not giving a solo album and all that other shit, right? And that's just the one like when you talk about greatest like MCs of all
Of
time.
all time, yeah, for sure.
But what he's given to the game is enough to just be like, bro. Kanye gave us so much that he said whoop diddy scoop poop diddy doo.
And it don't affect his legacy.
It can't because like yo, it's the same thing. It's like yo, there's nothing 3000 can do to affect Outkast legacy unless he just comes out and says we never wrote any of the records. Like that's different. Like outside of that, there's really nothing you can do. Like shout out to him. I think he's the opposite of another nigga who's talking about making music again.
Who's that?
Joe Budden. I mean, every way you think about it, the opposite. You think of success, right?
For sure.
Joe ain't never had that mainstream level success. I mean, 3000 did. You think of career? Yo, what 3000 said every turn? I'm done. I've done more than I could have even thought this could have been. I've said everything I could say. I ain't got really shit to talk about. What have we heard from Joe in the last 5-6 years since he retired? He's had a lot to say. He's had a lot to talk about. And not just like on current events. We're talking about actual music. I feel like Joe got a lot to say.
But for Joe,
And I
it
feel
was
like he
more
want to
so
say it.
it's just a timing thing.
I
And
just
what
feel
he's
like,
doing is far more lucrative than
yeah, I was
him
about to say, I
making
think
music.
it's just a money thing. I think it's kind of like when you shout out to Mike's for the opinion. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah.
But,
Matt Hoffman, yeah.
yeah, shout out to Mav Hoffa. I think if Mav goes in battles, right, and say they give him 20 grand or 30, 40 grand a battle, which is a lot of money. Say he gets smoked. How does that affect your podcast? It could not affect that at all, but it could.
For sure.
If Joe had all that shit to say about people, and he just couldn't drop any fire, what does that say? Like, what happens to your credibility? Because I mean, not part of it. His whole credibility is, no matter what we say about record sales and hit records and all that shit, he got a smash hit record
He
to
can
his
rap.
name. And
He
yeah,
do.
he makes and he can rap at an amazing level. And the last time we heard him, he was still amazing. So we assume that at the very least, he understands what amazing rap is. What if he asks?
Yeah.
There was a time where people wouldn't dare speak Cassidy's name. Where they ain't had nothing to say about nothing he ever did.
Yeah, because he was dope. And then now,
what happened now?
What KG say? It got bad quick, yo. Like
some Steve Francis shit, B.
Or it's like, you know how again, we compare. Like I think you know more music, you know more rap than I do, and I think I know like more like football, just NFL films and stuff. We can have the argument, but I remember Warren Sapp said he knew the game passed him by. He was with the Raiders. They were playing the Packers. Brett Favre, right? And he said he knew the play because Brett had done it. He played him his whole life, so he knew like what it was. He knew how to stop it. The play happens, and he just couldn't do it. Like he couldn't do what he was supposed to do. I think Brett threw a touchdown. He was like, at that moment, I knew like game passed me by. I need to retire. Because what I was capable of doing 5 years ago, I couldn't do in this moment.
I mean, you hear about when Oscar De La Hoya talks about when he fought Pacquiao. He said, I knew I had to retire because I saw the punch I should throw, and I couldn't let it go. And he kept punching me, and I knew how to counter it, and I couldn't counter him. Yeah, so that's what happens. But the difference is when you're so loud and boisterous about other people's ability and their offerings.
Yeah, you gotta be amazing.
You gotta deliver.
It's like, what did Drake say? On the Over My Dead Body, he was like, I got the stuff that the world want to hear again. Do Michael Jordan still got his hoop earring in? Like, do I still got it? Like that's real rap, you know?
And so, like again, the slight difference in that is just like we all understand physically that there's no way that he could create Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan. But I mean, he got a fadeaway still right now. I'm sure Jordan can still dunk.
Who, Joe Budden or
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, Mike can still dunk. I'm sure Dr. J can still dunk.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, he can't do Chicago bullshit, but he's still good enough to be like, yeah, I was that nigga, and we still gonna offer him that respect. But when it comes to rap, there ain't no physical limitations to that.
No, did you hear the Paul George clip where he talked about Larry Bird? Where he was like, he was in Indiana and like it was at practice and the ball rolled to Larry, like Larry just happened to be in practice.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry in a suit, and it just rolled up to him, and he was like, I've never seen like Larry shoot, and Larry just shot it from like 30 cash and just walked out. And he was like, yo, if Larry would have missed that shot, I would have looked at Larry Bird differently. But he made it, and that was like cold. He ain't warm up, it's just cash, and he just left. It's like, that's really him. Like he really did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's as real as it gets. Segue, Chris Brown dropped his 11th album, 11:11. Features from Future.
What I wish?
What do you wish?
I'm not gonna say anything flagrant. That's your
Oh,
man.
I
Though.
I see where
That's
you're
your
going.
man. So.
Yeah, Chris Brown is dope. I think it's a good Chris Brown album. I think it's better than Breezy. There's some records on there. I like the intro, Angel Numbers. I like Moonlight. Moonlight has the same sample as the J. Cole intro off Forest Hills Drive, Midnight Freak, Bouncing G5. Like if you like Chris Brown, I think you would like it. He went more traditional like R&B on more records than he has in the past. I thought it was going to be the original, just 11 songs. You said what?
I don't listen to
I didn't
Women
hear
Beaters.
what you said.
Sorry.
She went there. Let's you did it. Hey man. For those who know Rob has been
Rihanna did this settle out of court. Karrueche got a restraining order on him. We've seen on multiple levels of what he's done. All we heard was allegations and a settlement.
You know what that means, but if you want to
play by NBC.
No. For those who have known Rob, he has been a bad boy champion for as long as I've known him. He thinks that Diddy's the greatest ear the history that music has ever produced. I think it's Quincy Jones. He's always think it's Diddy. But with the bombshell that Cassie dropped before all the new stuff, we ain't really talked about it on air.
Just from the shit that we heard from Quincy Jones' mouth about himself, he was wilding too.
He was wilding, but it wasn't like this. There wasn't no assault. It was just like, yo, me and my homies was doing drugs, and I seen a lot of activity that you wouldn't believe from a lot of people that we care about. Diddy was sponsoring the activity and doing it. There's the difference. It's bad, and I believe Cassie 100%, bro. Like, I read the whole lawsuit, the 35 pages. I read it. Stuff's bad, and I want to see how we hold him accountable.
But he read a lawsuit.
But, what do you mean I don't read books? What are we talking about? All right, Rob. You trying to one up yourself with the Rashad McNo. Because like with Russell Simmons, he did it. But what did he do? He fled to Bali so he could go away. Like, there's levels, bro.
I know
like,
he did it.
I don't look at Russell Simmons the same. Okay, dog.
I ain't saying he did it. And I ain't saying that I rock with Russell Simmons.
We're dating Kimora Lee at 15, bro. Like, what are we doing?
I didn't know that information.
And we saw that.
I didn't know that. That's
not a wild. We saw. We didn't see them publicly.
I didn't know how old he was.
We did know. No one said anything.
I was like 12 years old, bro, when they started dating. The fuck would I know that for?
For sure. But I'm saying we know, like,
he ain't Run DMC. Like,
he's one of the most known financiers in the history of hip hop.
Started Def Jam. He's Russell Simmons, but he not like Run was like the star or superstar. Like I would have probably.
He's the financer. Def Jam is a thing because of Russell.
There's wild people who finance things, and they. Right. You think Mark Cuban more famous than Dirk?
No. That's a good question, but no.
I think you think Jeannie Buss more famous than Kobe?
No.
Okay then.
The Dirk and Mark Cuban is a lot closer than Jeannie and Kobe.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't know who Jerry Weinstein or whatever was, and you know who the fuck Michael Jordan was. Exactly.
But people know Steinbrenner more than they knew Derek Jeter.
You're a liar.
George Steinbrenner.
If I walk George Steinbrenner into a bar,
rest his soul,
and asked him who the fuck he was, there would be 90% of niggas would know who the fuck that nigga was. I walk Derek Jeter
Anyway,
ass in the bar. Guess what he doing? That's my
you
old
taking
word.
pictures.
That's my old word.
But you ducking the smoke, bro.
Nah,
Like,
ain't no spot. Look, if a nigga did some shit, I ain't never been a person
yeah,
that said protect somebody who did some shit. That's nasty behavior if you did some shit. Just gotta be proven that you did some shit.
you settling in 24 hours ain't nasty, bro. And it's civil court. It's so he wasn't going. That's why I hate people don't know like the
30 million
legal
ain't a lot
system.
of money.
He
Like,
wasn't going to jail. It wasn't no
but
30
he
million
would have, but
dollars.
he could
She
have.
would have been
Because how
foolish.
do you guys think that a lot of criminal charges get brought up?
It happens after
Like,
civil.
if
Things
I
can happen
sell,
retroactively.
yeah, if I sue you for something, for damages or something like that, and it comes to find out that you like bombed my house or some shit, yeah, then you're gonna get a criminal suit against you.
But it's also the statute of limitations was just for civil. There's a lot that goes into it.
I'm gonna say
It's weird because again, you can't cancel Diddy in the same way you cancel R. Kelly because Diddy's attached to more things. He's involved and responsible for way
another
more.
nigga named Sean once said, "I lost 30 million, so I spent another 30 because unlike Hammer, 30 million can't hurt me." If someone sued you for $30
That's a
million
wild
dollars,
thing to quote, bro.
all I'm saying, if someone sued you for $30 million and you had $800 million, and not to mention he had lawsuits that he's going through right now with as far as like his equity and like what he's entitled to for like his alcohol and shit like that, and you didn't want this to like muck up the water, 30 million ain't a lot of money.
It ain't to him, but I think
I'm not saying that he did or didn't do shit. I think those are wild allegations to have attached to your name. I've always told people like, yo, you could be standing there crying, a girl could be like, yo, he grabbed my ass, and everybody's gonna look at you weird for the rest of the time you're in that spot. It don't matter if it's true or not. There's certain things that someone could accuse you of that we're just gonna look at you like,
yeah. But if certain thing, if it's wrong, if it's wrong, bro, you fight that.
No.
And for you not to even attempt to fight it, nah, bro.
I mean, yes, but
it's
no,
bleak, dog.
because
It's
I mean,
bleak,
again,
man. That's your man. That's how you be doing me. That's your man's,
all I'm
bro.
saying is
That's
this, and again, I'm not
nasty
defending
behavior.
I'm not defending someone for doing that. I'm just saying there are certain things that someone could accuse you of for certain nights. I'm not saying that I ain't ever been involved in no wild shit, guys.
Rob,
like, if
I know you
talk about,
haven't, but you losing this battle right now.
but no,
Okay.
this is not bad. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying as far as the person selling. If you accuse me of something on a certain night and I can't recall what happened to you that night,
that's one night, bro. This is a span over.
But no, I'm just saying,
years,
like,
dog.
if you're saying
that's what I'm saying is,
I can't go away and approve. I can't. How can he prove that he didn't do that? Like, if someone say you drugged me 12 years ago, how do I prove that I didn't drug you 12 years ago?
But that's why I'm saying to prove the thing. What I've been telling people, even like telling Taylor and stuff, the goal was just to put it on public record. It's not public because Diddy wanted to settle before she made it public. Because if you settle, you can't talk about it. I made it public, so now it's like, all right, others can step up if they choose to do so. 14 years, all the accusations
step up, and all this shit comes to light. Then throw that nigga under the jail. I ain't never gonna tell a nigga, some nasty ass nigga, the fuck.
But Diddy got enough money and power that realistically, like, unless we don't know how soon New York will make it criminal. We don't. Or at Los Angeles.
I'll be hyping Marv Albert. Look,
who'll be hyping on Marv Albert? Marv Albert he got fined and stuff. He had to do community service. Like, what are we talking about?
For the shit he did? That's all? Bro, he got
from my recollection,
he got a wild
because what he do,
saying,
and
like,
he got suspended for a year from NBC.
Look, here's the thing. All I'm saying is this: a year. Look, all I'm saying is this. I'm not here to just like to justify people's right or wrongs, or to be like, oh, so did it, so he could do it. I'm just saying. Like, people do.
What are you saying? That's not saying nothing.
I'm saying people have done wild shit, and niggas don't hold nothing against. They don't counsel them. You just literally said
I mean, I'm cool
Chris
with
Brown
canceling
your man.
everybody. If we want to do that, we can totally do that.
You just said Chris Brown your man.
Hey, I'm a fan of Chris Brown's music, yeah, and I understand the whole Rihanna incident.
And
And he's explained that, and she's explained that.
He's had other
The
incidents.
Karruecha thing, yeah, him, yeah, I'm aware
He's
of
had a
that.
few nameless incidents.
There's other people. You said what?
So he has a few people who don't have famous names too. But I mean, look,
that's fair.
Look, if Trey Songz had those same allegations, you'd be like, "Fuck that nigga."
I was never the biggest fan anyway, so it's been that for me. Like,
if Trey Songz had the same shit on his jacket with Chris Brown, you'd be like, "That nigga disgusting, canceling him." But it's because of Chris Brown. You're like, "It's your man on the floor." That's your man. All I'm saying is,
we could do this with Nas. We could. It's a lot of people we could do that on their jacket if we want to go there.
I ain't seen that on his jacket. Was he convicted of anything?
Rob.
Y'all disrespecting Nas now. He godson.
All right. I'm not. I'm just saying, people, if we want to go the same thing with James Brown, we could do that. We could really do that with a lot of people.
I'm not gonna do people who did shit before I was born. I'm not gonna retroactively cancel somebody. I can't do that. Sorry, guys. Y'all should have canceled him when you had a chance. I should have never learned about James Brown if you canceled him. So fuck out of here. Like,
they did it. That's
no music about Ike Turner's music. Can't say the same about James Brown. So look, y'all had your chance.
All I'm saying is the Diddy stuff is wild behavior, and we gonna see how he moves in the public going forward, and how he gets treated going forward.
More people come with lawsuits and shit. Hey, get him out of there, yo.
Which is happening as we speak.
If you can prove some nigga did some wild shit to you, I'm never gonna be like, nah, you should forgive that nigga. Nah, bro, look, I think that shit wild shit, regardless of the point I'm about to say, and I think that shit should be handled accordingly. But like, yo, you literally know I have a sister. Like, yo, if Chris Brown hit my sister, I would have shot that nigga dead in the street. Like, if some shit like the shit that he accusing of, that Cassie accused Diddy of happened to my sister, you better hope you got wild. You better hope you blow up my car. Like, because I'll kill you, nigga. But like, so that's me personally for that type of shit. But like, yo, I mean, look, build your cases and prove them shits. Fuck that nigga. He ain't my mans. I don't know that nigga. He ain't my friend.
You right.
Yeah, I support Dr. Dre if he slapped D-Bar, but whatever.
Like, it can go bad quick if we really was canceling everybody. And I was telling Taylor, I was like, they said in the
I'm wrong if I want to soul tape from
Dr. Dre. It's an evil world we live in. Favor ain't fair, man. It ain't. And lastly, I don't know if you want to talk Fab per se, but November does have dope hip hop anniversaries. It's been 20 years of the Black Album.
Yeah.
It's been 13 years of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and 12 years of Take Care.
I didn't even mention that.
How's that make you feel? Huh?
Why you even mention that subpar album?
It's not a subpar album, but okay.
It is.
Sure.
The Black Album is amazing. I listened to the Black Album again. I was like,
now I have a question, and I'm sorry if this makes you angry. Out of the 3 albums I listed, I was gonna get so mad. Is Justify My Thug bottom 5 song on the 3 albums I listed?
Yeah,
I
probably
say
about
it
the
is.
5. It's not the worst.
What do you think the worst song
Practice is the
is out of
worst.
those 3 albums? No, it's not. I'll
Practice,
take Practice with Justify My Thug.
practice is ass.
24/7,
The motto
366.
is ass.
They're better than Justify My Thug, dog.
What's a Kanye song?
I swear. There really isn't a bad. I mean, if you wanted to do not Blame Game. What's the record? Blame Game's great.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, the motto and practice ass.
What, Hell of a Life? Not the worst song on there? Hell of a Life, maybe?
Yeah, Hell of a Life is bad. Let me see what else is on the
So Hell of a Life, Justify My Thug. And what's the worst song to Take Care?
Yeah, the motto,
really,
practice.
for me.
Nah, that's it.
If you say so. So those would be your bottom 5?
No, those are my bottom 3.
The bottom 5 out of those 3 albums.
I don't know the 5th one yet.
Yeah, I think I'm listening to. It's probably a tie between Justify My Thug and Hell of a Life as the worst song. I'm listening to them Drake songs way faster than listening to them.
I'm not listening. I want to stab Drake for the motto. Like currently, like if I see him, I'm gonna stab him. Not like in the kidney or something, but like in the
motto is.
He gotta understand that he put some shit out in the universe. No, he'll recover, but not.
Now with the Black Album, I think for me, and that's why I say I give you a lot of credit. The combination of you introducing me to like DatPiff, and then you introducing me to sites where I can listen to music that I wasn't exposed to before streaming, so I don't incriminate myself. I was able to download. Like I probably listened to Black Album in full to like that's real rap. You never know.
That's what you said until I was like, wait, what? This nigga wildin'.
No, because DatPiff, I mean, I was getting the mixtapes, so that's cool. But like other
this was just a mix.
I think what was that 08, 09? So I was going to listen to all the albums. I was like, everything that people say is a classic. I went and heard every Jay-Z album. I heard every Nas album. I got all the Kanye albums up to that point. I got the score. I think I got like all the big pop. Like I was like, I wanted to listen. Word, I didn't. But like I remember hearing the Black Album in full for the first time. Was 10th grade, and I was like, oh, I get it. Like I understand. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I never heard like Change Clothes, PSA, but like the whole album start to finish, I never heard that. And then with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that was the end of high school. So that's senior year. I remember that vividly. And Take Care. I tell you all the time, like I was on campus when Cole dropped his debut album, Carolina Went Up. I was on campus when Wale dropped Ambition. DMV went crazy for it. But when Take Care came out, bro, you couldn't escape it. You going to the calf, you hearing it. You going to Blueford, you hearing it. We going to the club, you hearing it. You trying to bring a girl through, you're playing it. Like it was everywhere. And it was
y'all don't try and cry.
It was just one of them ones. I wasn't even bringing like I ain't even had no one on my line at that time, so it didn't even matter for me.
Girl came over, he played her "Look What You Done" and started rapping the lyrics.
Nah,
Yo, you don't understand. You see that clip of the
I would have
dude?
told you if I did something
You see that clip
wild
of the
like that. I
dude
never did that.
who was explaining Mini Men to his little sister?
Yeah, I follow him on TikTok. He's hilarious. He's shout out to Tony.
That was
He's
you.
funny.
That was you to the
No,
joint. When you say,
that
"What
wasn't
you
me.
done?" You don't even get it. He from Canada. He was a whole
that wasn't
actor.
me. Nah, I promise you that wasn't me. But yeah, like those albums have like special places for me. Out of those three, I listen to Take Care the most. What do you think do you think the Black Album is better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? I don't know.
Obviously.
I think. You think so?
That's not even close.
We can. That's debatable, bro.
No. Let me tell you why
dumb.
you're dumb.
Sure, that won't be
Think
the
about the
first. That
level
won't
of
be the
rap.
last.
Listen, think about the level of raps.
Kanye tapped into people's best raps on
Kanye's raps.
that album. Yeah, they were good.
They were nowhere near Black Album level raps. Are you dumb?
I didn't say they were. I was
The beats. PSA is
the
amazing.
beats on Kanye's album's better.
PSA is amazing.
Devil in a New Dress though.
Okay.
So
Encore.
Appalled. Runaway. Like what do we? The beats. Kanye wins easy.
Dirt Off Your Shoulder
is not a better beat than Runaway or Devil in a Dress or Gorgeous. What do we?
What?
Kanye, you want to say Jay had better raps? Cool. Kanye had better
PSA, bro.
production.
PSA.
Kanye had better.
There's a larger gap between Jay-Z's raps and Kanye raps than his production and Jay-Z's production. If My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy had like 100 level production, Black Album's like 90. You talk about raps, Black Album's 100. Kanye's raps on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was like 75.
But we're talking the whole album, and the whole album raps weren't 75.
What are you talking? What rap?
They weren't. He had Jay-Z rap on it. Dope rap.
Rick Ross rap was Rick Ross verse was fire.
His greatest verse ever, bro.
You have nothing. It had nothing to do with anything. You don't know what it's about.
Okay.
You have the floor. Nothing.
It's about his life at that time.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, so the raps
Jay-Z
is
had
not a
two of his
75. Raps.
Jay-Z, the two Jay-Z verses would be two of the worst verses on Black Album. So Paul verse was good, but it's worse than almost every Black Album verse.
Not really, but sure.
What?
The worst verses on the Black, it wouldn't be.
Just if I'm a thug has good verses, the hook is ass.
And the beat is horrible.
But you think a Moment of Clarity got better raps than that. And then what's the other joke? Monster? Solid verse. Nowhere near any of the raps he had on Black Album. None of them niggas was rapping on Black Album.
Like
You're lying. I don't understand how you even think that's a debate. I'm disgusted.
See, if I put the poll, if Jay win, you're gonna be like, see, you're dumb. And then if Kai win, you're gonna be like, your audience is stupid.
Well, that's the truth. Your audience is stupid. But if you lose, then it just means you lose to even your dumb audience. Black Album is easily better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's ridiculous.
Yo, Tank Dell is prosperous. Shout out to Tank Dell. Hey, I just want to say, man, one of the best fantasy picks ever. I told y'all to wave. Rob said I was crazy. Hey, look where we at. That's all. God is great. I just want to put that out.
Didn't bring Jesus into this.
I told y'all he was one of the ones. That in there. I told him.
We here.
Hey man, I want you to win in fantasy, so our game can mean something.
Nigga,
I want you to go on the winning streak. Huh?
Nigga, me too.
I know you want to win. Yeah. I want you to win, so when I eliminate you and get more liquor from you, then yeah. Anything else you want to say to the people out there?
We not done.
Yeah, shout out to Marcus Peters.
We not done.
Okay. I mean, that don't mean nothing to me.
But yeah, nigga, no. Hope all you creepy niggas get put in jail.
For sure.
I hope they don't have any Jay-Z allegations because I'll quit living.
That would be kind of crazy. It's scary hours for a lot of people, man. The jig is up.
As long as it's not Jigga being up.
That was an all right bar.
But you a hater, bro. I hate you so much, bro.
I'm not. I'm one of the realest people you know. That's why you talk to me as often.
You a real hater.
That's you. I could tweet some. I hate you so much. And you've done that like twice in the past month.
All right, guys. He tweet wild, dumb shit, bro. But I'm supposed to be his friend still. All right.
You be tweeting angry stuff. I'd be like, who is he referring to? Someone on my timeline. You ain't even put a bullet on the name, but all right.
Because they don't deserve it. They just need to get hit with a string.
Official girl is trash. No one said. I'm like, yo, like
it was trash. You trying to hype her up because she had a sob story. Look, if it's what she accused of is wrong,
I downloaded
get the fuck out of here. But that don't make Official Girl a good song. That song is ass.
I think I bought that record.
Yeah, you
Wayne was on fire, bro. You right. Some of the best $5 I ever spent. Word to my dog Taj, man.
Knows what commerce you have.
It was like I bought that, and then maybe a year later, you told me about that piff, and I was like, "Damn, I know."
Nigga was staring at Taj, angry the whole period. That son of a
no, I wasn't. I'm just like, I was mad. Lil Wayne on the tape. Yo, man, hope you got it free, no charge. If you did, I was like, dang, he just dissed me. Like, hope you got it free.
Hey, that's like when
easiest $5 Taj ever made.
When Carter 3 dropped it, he said, "Call them April babies because they fools." I was like, "Yeah, that's hard." And I looked in the mirror, I was like, "That bitch nigga just dissed me." I'll stab you, Wayne. Fuck out of here.
And when to this day, bro, if I ever get the privilege to meet Lil Wayne and we get like a real conversation, I'm like, why didn't we make a video for Mr. Carter, dog? That was the one thing I wanted at 15. I was like, yo, Mr. Carter, dog, that deserved a video.
Because Jay bougie as shit, so he don't give no clearance for music videos. They got how many music videos Jay had that wasn't his own at that time period?
That's a good point. All right. Touche.
Didn't give J. Cole a video.
Hope everybody's safe. Nah, but then again, would you want to miss the Nice Watch video? No.
I'm just saying.
So next time, y'all.
Hope's like Kanye.